hello everybody. Hopefully you're all having a good one and welcome back. Yeah, what's up, Nomad? All right, hello Twitch, hello YouTube, and we are back again. Spent the day theory crafting. Yeah, I'm about to hop on that, and then we'll probably play a little bit. Theory crafting for a few hours is just, you know, a little much for me. I'm very much a jump on it and like you know, learn through playing as opposed to sitting here. But I do think there is a lot of value in you know, sitting down and trying to like see some stuff. I'm somebody in particular who can get kind of tunnel vision. Excuse me. Tunnel vision-y, so. Raptor, Beastmaster, Poison Swarm Blade, Spin to Win, Forge Guard. Forge Guard. All right, let's take a look at the screen. Okay, so I got this guy that I was working on. I was actually just in Perry's stream, and he gave me the idea for Solaron. I think Solaron, and then taking the physical blessing to offset this right here. Yeah. This melee critical strike multiplier. Honestly, so the idea, gonna try some new stuff this season. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. So I was thinking for this, so I want to try out True Sight Glass. I don't know how good it's gonna be, because there's kind of a cap built into it. You know, you only have up to a 40% chance to get this. So with the math I did, we have about 160% critical strike chance, so that's good. For this, I didn't want to, for this setup, I didn't want to use Uber Aberoth uniques. So we're gonna get our armor shred from there and from here to ensure that we have 100%. So one thing I'm not entirely sold on, because I got to make room for the critical strike chance. I got to put, like, I guess I could put mana here. You know, a little extra mana is probably not too bad. Well, let's go ahead and remove this health. I mean, to be fair, I don't think it's unreasonable to get a 2 LP Anchor of Oblivion, but let's just go for 1. Get that endurance threshold. Oh. So 594 mana. I want that +4 to Erasing Strike. I'm using these idols to make up for resistances I might be lacking, because I am not using a Nihilus or an Omnis. I went for Vitality stacking. I mean, 600 mana is not too bad, but I know we can get more mana out of this. I know we can get more mana. Like on the max end, 718. Okay, not too bad. Is it even worth? Okay, what if we also sacrificed? What if we also sacrifice the health? Like what? Okay, so we're at 3,800 health. But now we're up to possibly 825. In season right now, I have a Void Knight with like 1200 health. Not health, mana. So I know it's possible, but with the changes to Voidwell, yeah, becoming a 4-second cooldown, I also don't really want to spam it over and over again. I was thinking, what if we just treat this like a classic Void Cleaver Racing Strike, not a spam Erasing Strike. But then I was thinking maybe there's like no reason to even do that. There might just be no reason to even do that. Okay, I'm out of points. Yeah, because this is going to be my only source. Well, no, hold up. Hold up. Okay. Now, you know, Void Cleave can't be dodged. What if we did away with Abyssal Echoes? What if we got rid of Abyssal Echoes? Instead of trying to be a power-up. Instead of trying to be a power-up ability. What if we use Devouring Orb? Collision damage? %200 collision damage. Is that even good? No, we're gonna want this. Hold up. Yeah, what if we went for something like that? So we do away with Abyssal Echoes, which means I have to rework that. Okay, so we got 1 extra point. Bam, there we go. So we can apply Time Rot here. Can we apply Time Rot through... Oh, so we're going to have to get rid of this. Put Devouring Orb here. Okay, at this point, give in to the chaos, right? Grab one of those. What's my res situation like? Okay, well, if I'm on max... Only if I'm on max. Okay. Okay, only if I'm on max does this make sense. Ooh. And then I have to... Do I have to maintain this critical strike? Hold up. Okay, that would put me at around 13 hundo. With anomaly, hold up. Where's that calculator at? Okay, calculator. All right, let's calculate this out. Critical strike chance, 46%. Okay, we also got to remember, in a Racing Strikes tree, we're going to get 6% base. All right, we don't need that anymore. We can put that over there. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. We'll put this over here if we're using Devouring Orb. So we get the slow chance, we get the melee damage to slowed. Okay, beautiful. All right, I'm a little concerned about the health because we also have like yeah. Honestly, this might be too much health. Oh, let me close that ad. Yeah, pardon the ads, friends. Okay, so let's do some math there. 100 plus 100 plus 50 plus 26.87 plus 2.99 plus 30 plus 50. Hey, what up, Tism? Plus 120. All right, so that is our total percent increase crit chance. 120 being anomaly. Hey, how's it going, Tism? LFG looking for group or let's freaking go. I mean, I gotta remember it also means let's freaking go now. Okay, let's just say 480. All right, so the base, there's a particular formula here. So 45 times 0.3, 13.5 plus 10 plus, okay, so 10 plus 6 plus 13.5. All right. Times 4.8. 141. This is assuming we have max increased critical strike chance on both rings and gloves. And then, you know, as long as anomaly is up, we will have the 40% critical strike chance. That's a tight window. You need all of those to work, but we would then have the mana. Probably not to infinite. We probably want to be able to infinite cast, you know, with that 4-second increase, but that's not the idea here. Okay. So increase echo damage. So, okay, so, you know, assuming we can make that happen. So what's our damage going to look like? Gotta remember, we are taking a 20% damage hit for infinite. Is this even good, though? Is this even good? Like, I don't know if this is good. I mean, this is a possibility here. I guess I'm thinking to myself, is this better than running like a nihilist and like one of those new frenzy items? Because 300% critical strike multiplier. Because we do a deadly strike. We only have a 40% chance for it to become a deadly strike. when I was thinking, okay, what's a build that I can get a lot of, you know, guaranteed crit out of and then overcap it? Erasing Strike with World Splitter, even with the nerf, you got to just have T7 increase crit, and a T5 increase crit. And then you have to have a 0.3. This will not, you will not have max without the 0.2. And then this already bakes in the, yeah, this is 130% critical strike multiplier if you have max. And then you get the 40% from here. I guess honestly it could be a good trade-off if you really need it. You could pick, like, I know we'd be losing some critical strike multiplier. Very, like, that is a lot of critical strike multiplier, don't get me wrong, but you could in a pinch pick up 80%. And then use the Sulerons. Yeah, I vote for Void Cleave because we're gonna be able to apply Time Rot stacks, Void Res stacks. You got the distance. It's fun. It jives with the build. I don't know if this is a useful stat right here anymore. Yeah, I don't know if this is as useful. Oh yeah, we don't need that. We don't need the echo chance. I think it's just the fact that we had to make some concessions. We're going to be kind of squishy. Yeah, we're going to be kind of squishy. If we do get like 100% critical strike avoidance out of the amulet, we could then, you know, switch off of this. Hold up. What's that helm? Seed. Because Seed didn't get changed at all. Yeah, in my dreams would I ever have a 4LP Seed with these kind of stats on it. Let's just take that off. Let's turn this to T7 and let's dream a little and say we got that. Let's dream a little and say we got that with Seed. Unlikely, but okay, even more mana. Armor probably dropped to go. Holy, I don't even know if we could do this. I don't even know if we could do that. Like look at that. Like, yeah, I know we're gonna get armor from Vengeance, but we're not gonna be spamming Vengeance all over the place. Yeah, like here, I got something set up in game. Let's take a look in game. Because, you know, we could pretty much replicate this build right now in game just without the true sight glass. And we're taking 20% damage hit. And also, I mean, I'm thinking some people might just be kind of tired of Erasing Strike. It was such a popular build this season. Such a popular build. Let's turn this down a little bit. So what are you up to today, Tism? Okay, so let's look and see what I got right now. I mean, do I use this or do I use this? I mean, if you got it, flaunt it, right? Do we have any Eternal Gauntlets with mana? Question mark? Well, hello there. How are you doing? Hey. Hey there. Yo, Happy. Welcome aboard. Love your content. Joining next stream with friends. Add me on Discord. The account was created like 2 hours ago. I mean, I guess this is the closest thing I got. This is the closest thing I got, is Immortal Vice. Alright, let's just do it. Let's be an absolute Chad. Absolute Chad. See, this is what I think. Okay, this is actually not too bad. Honestly, now I think about it, I have no endurance, do I? Yeah, no endurance. Okay, sorry. There we go. Can do time rot chance that way. Okay. Okay. So here's the combo. Bam, bam, bam. Hit him a couple times. Go, bam. Oh. Alright. Okay, so we're not doing Spambalam over here. I guess the real question is it even worth braining something like True Sight without, you know, spam Erasing Strike? Now, I kind of like the idea of One Punch, but it's going to be really contingent on whether or not you get that hit. Oh, shoot. One shot. This is probably not the best level of corruption to be, you know, testing stuff at. Okay, I think that's enough, so we can just put it there for a little bit more damage. We could also just take that right there. I think 1 point just so it can chain. Okay, this is 1,000 corruption. Well, yeah, let's go somewhere else. Because this gear right now is really set up for spam, right? It's set up for just, you know, keep this going as long as possible. Oh, they got critical strike avoidance sealer. Oh, there's nothing that can be done about it. Okay. Oops. Okay. Oh, there is like that slight little roadblock feeling. There's that slight little roadblock feeling when you wanna hit him again real quick and you've already used your charges. Okay. That's okay, so 2 points, 1 point, 1 point, 2 points. It's 5. Alright. Alright, let's throw it right here. You know what if we put together like a Rive build using True Sight Glass? That might be more interesting that way. Because I feel like if we just go spam a Racing Strike, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, there's spam a Racing Strike. Cool story, bro. I think the way I was, the vision I have for the build, yeah, the vision I have for the build, I don't think would have jived that well with that item. Oh. Okay. There we go. We do that. Cannot wait to play this build. Oh, you're gonna be playing a Racing Strike? Yes, sir. Welcome back. So, I mean, I think this build is serviceable. But yeah, we might take this in a different direction. Okay, let's pull open the planners again. Yeah, so let's just take a basic Leonines. I know, basic, right? Basic Leonines. Okay, and then So with this current setup, if I was able to get this exact, I don't know. I feel like we're too close to the edge on that. I don't think we need this much mana. We're not going to be spamming it. Let's take the critical strike chance. That's a really good source of mana right there. Okay, we would be at 1,000 with this setup. I think that's serviceable. You're not going to be spamming it. Oh, oops. Let me reopen the YouTube chat. I think that's fine. Now, this setup does take into account spam. All right, this does allow you to spam the erasing strike, but we're not going for infinite erasing strike. We're just going for having the flexibility. The thing I was trying to avoid, I was trying to go for I was trying to not take shattered continuity, so we didn't take the 20% less damage that we would be inflicting. I was like, hey, can we get away with the additional charge? The thing is, I just feel like one charge is not enough. Especially if you wanted to play like the slower, more methodical hit erasing strike, vengeance erasing strike, and then mixing in void cleave, proc, and abyssal echoes. As cool as that is, I don't think it's going to have the damage at the high end. It does work. Like, don't get me wrong. Right now, it does work with that build that we were just playing. That was just playing on stream. I was doing 1,000 corruption with just 2 charges of erasing strike. But I also had a frick ton of mana. And I think for something like True Sight, right, you're going to want to probably try and spam as much as possible. And I was thinking erasing strike because it's not too bad to get it crit capped. To hit the crit cap when you got something like World Splitter in the game, so you can stack on all that damage. But what if okay, all right, hear me out here, chat. What if we did a callback? This is a new planner. What if we did a callback and we brought out of retirement? Oh, we could also do like a Swordcatcher Rive. Do like Swordcatcher Rive with the Void Knight. Hi, how's it going? You guys remember when I did Swordcatcher Rive? Okay, let's not get too... What's Primal Cadence? This is not a this is a primordial. Oh, okay. When you or one of your minions kills an enemy with a hit, you gain overkill. Increased damage. 1% critical strike multiplier per 2 strength. I mean, that's not too bad. We kind of already get something like that with Sentinel. Imagine stacking this, man. Yeah, it's an obsidian axe. Okay. What if we brought out of retirement something like Apathy's Maw? I feel like for something like this... Get the void damage, melee attack speed. Oh, man, we need like some base crits somewhere. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Hold up. All right, I got an idea. We don't need to do Siphon. We can do Phantom Grip. Phantom Grip, which gives us critical strike chance built into it. Is it enough? I don't know. Let's just... I have gotten 3 LP Phantom Grips before, but let's just settle on a modest 2. I have done something like this on Apathies. But let's be a bit modest here and do just... Let's do that. Alright. Okay, cool. Let's do a Titan Heart. This does simplify the build when you're not trying to... Oh, oops. We're doing a Void Nap, baby. Let's just throw on some health. Health's not too bad, right? Oh, we could also do Vitality. Let's do Vit. Let's do Vitality. Okay, so what if we... Yeah, we bring Apathies out of retirement because I feel like it's been kind of retired lately. We get the chance to apply Doom on hit, so then we could take Shattered. So Shattered, we take Cleanse. Cleanse, Health. I did get this, by the way. I did get this exact setup on a Shattered Chains this season. I know it's possible. Let's take an Ivory Ring. Ivory Ring out of Petty Cash. Oh, oops. Let's take... Yeah, let's take Strength. Oh, oops. No. Okay. Take a Leonines. We're gonna run Vit, Strength. Yeah, let's run Strength. I think Strength is the way to go, and then we can seal like an Echo. Oh no, this is Echo Rive though. Oh no. We're gonna want Echo. Yeah, take a 5, take a 5er on that. Yeah, I think Echo is gonna work out a lot better. And then Health. Then Seal. What do we got sealed on here? Maybe like one of those. Right. Okay. Cool. So let's take True Sight, since this is what I want to make work. Anchor. Okay, Eternal. Okay, so should we even take T5 crit? No, we don't need it. Here. Let's do that. Let's seal melee damage, leeches health. I mean, I guess if we can afford it. T5 crit chance, or we could take strength, area for area skills. I mean, that's kind of weird. Armor shred, T5. I think just a T1 melee damage leashes health has a lot of value. I mean, especially if you can get like a T2. But I just say for every seal, I just say go for a T1. Yeah, let's just go for Solarons. Yeah, let's just go for Solarons. So here we go. So we're going for True Sight. Let's grab the blessings real quick. Where's the physical? Oh, there it is. Physical, blah, 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 blah. Apply slow. For something like this. Yeah, let's just take all res. I'm trying to think, am I going to need anything else? Probably not. Element shard drop rate. We're probably not going to need mana. Probably not going to need mana. Well, let's take it anyway. Just. No, we're not. We're not. This is a Rive build. No. Take the lightning res. Call it a day. Two-handed axe. Sure. Void res, shred. No, let's just go for that. We can pick up void res, shred. Other places. Belt, body armor. Sure. I always say take XP. Bam, there you go. Okay, that is the setup. Let's talk about idols, baby. Echo. Echo, melee. Okay, what can we get here? We can get armor against dots. That's always pretty nice. And then probably the we could pick up extra movement speed. Like that's always kind of a nice thing. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so Echo, melee. No, not melee. Armor. There we go. Okay, how are we doing on res? Let's actually do our... Bam, there we go. Bleed chance with an axe. Don't really need it. We could dip into Champion or the Forge. Let's take this. Yeah, then we can take Healing Hands. 5. And for something like this where you're going to really want that echo chance, I do recommend taking Avatar of Regret. We got a few extra points. We're not going to be able to make it out there. We don't need the endurance. We don't need the pen. We don't need the ignite chance. So, oh yeah, eternal form. What? Eternal form, who takes that? Alright, there we go. We can pick up a little extra leech. Just a tad. Yeah, I think the area from area skills is pretty important. Okay. We're gonna need to calculate. Oh, we can make this up. What if we hit max? Okay, cool. Let's bring a stout, bring crit. Boom, there we go. Let's take elemental resistance. Bam. Actually, that's probably not a good choice. Let's make it cold. Cold resistance. Max. Okay, cool. Let's do a minor idol. Okay, cool. Okay, let's do one for... Let's do one for Vit. And Void. Bam, there we go. Vit and Void taken care of. Let's do one. Oh, we can fit a 3-baner. What do we got here? What do we got here for 3-baners? Abyssal, we're not using that. Damage over time. Increased warpath area. It's the suffixes that are kind of interesting. I'm gonna skip out on that. Let's yeah, I think these grand idols, at least for Sentinel, need a rework. Oh, I mean, because look at this. I'm giving up potentially 5 vitality. Bro, that's like, you know, that's a increase in more damage. Like, why would I do that as a Sentinel Void Knight, no less? Okay, cool. Let's take another one of these, because, I mean, they're very good. Look how much vitality. We've gotten 12 to 15. Vit out of this, just out of idols. Oh, oops. Is it all just resistance? Added spell damage? Okay, well, let's take poison resistance. Let's take physical. I think we're good off of poison. Physical, there we go. Now we just need fire and cold. Mana, lightning pen, fire pen, armor. Armor sounds good. I'm gonna take elemental. We're just gonna walk our way right up there. Let's do it. We'll take armor, elemental, baby. Look at that. Get up to 6. Oh, this is it, chat. Elemental. Bam. We hit all our resistances. Oh, boy. Oh, okay, cool. And then we're capped on endurance. So what's our armor look like? Our armor does not look too bad. Okay. So let's discuss skills. We're gonna take Healing Hands. We're gonna take Rive. I know we can use Healing Hands as a traversal skill, but I feel like Void Cleave's very fun. We can use that for now. We could do Devouring Orb, an Anomaly. Yo, put a Red Rain in there. Honestly, we don't have the I understand you're probably joking. The thing is, we're not gonna have the attributes for a Red Rain. I mean, it'd be good for. I mean, we'd have to get a Red Rain and then slam it with increased critical strike chance. I mean, just look at how much resistances I get off of one Ivory Rain, man. That's insane. How you doing? Apologize. Oh, I'm missing an affix. Hold up. Changes everything. Look how much more health I got. Okay, cool. So we could do apathies. And the cool thing about apathies is it applies Doom for us, so we can still use Shatter Chains. We get Phantom Grip. Alright, so these are the skills I want to use. I could drop Devouring Orb for Abyssal Echoes. I don't think so. Let's just keep this the way it is. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, oops. Boom, there you go. A little extra healing and some damage reduction. I know there's that more damage there. Yeah, I'm wondering, can we... Okay. Could we generate enough? No, my season starter's already on YouTube. It's going to be Carry On Bleed Hammers. Could we get enough crit? Could we? I mean, this is not too bad. Let's invest in that. Okay, wait. Stacks up to 4 times. Yeah, could we get enough crit through this method? Okay. We're not taking Abyssal Echoes, so it's not dodged. Oh, I'm an idiot. Can use this for a lot of void res. Shred. Bam. Honestly, we probably don't need that much. Got one more point. Bam, there we go. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for time bubble. Okay. Is this doable? Okay, so just... Okay, well, so hold up. With just what we got here alone, we have a 70% chance to crit. Let's go back to the skills. We might not even need this. We could put this in more damage then. Okay, hold up. Let's see if we can get away with this. This is a great setup, by the way. You know, tons of more damage. So it's 3% and 6%. We're trying not to take this. 3 and 6. 3 and 6. Okay, so let's just go with 3%. It's the baseline, because if we can hit it with 3, we're good. I don't know if we can. Now that I'm looking at it, we might have to invest more into the Rive crit tree. Okay, so 5 plus 2 plus... What's this get up to? 2%. Let's just count on the 2%. I wouldn't use a Phantom Grip without 2%. So yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so... Plus 6. Oh, oops. No. We want 3. So... 12 plus 3, 15. That is our base crit. All right. So remember that number, 15. So 38. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go for max, because especially for something like this in this, I would wait till I get a max critical strike chance. So let's factor that in now. The rains, maybe not, but I definitely for the slammed portions, I would wait for the max critical. So yeah, that I would try and get it max increased critical strike chance. Okay, so 50 plus 100 plus 100 plus 117 plus 100 plus 2.99 plus 2.99 plus 30 plus 50 equals 552.98. So let's just do 553. So 15 times 5, 82.94. We don't have enough. So we need more crit. We need a lot more crit. Oh wait, I'm forgetting something. But let's factor this in. Let's factor this in right here. Let's just try and squeeze as much crit out of Rive as possible. Okay. I can't... Oh, because it's not on my bar, dumbass. Talking to myself there. Okay, so let's rock this setup. Won't let me apply. Okay, 120%. So what were we at before? 553. Okay, so 553 plus 120 plus well, we gotta go back to the skill. So 28 times 4, so 673. So 28 times 4, 112 plus 673, 785. 785. Okay. 785 plus, okay. It's 12 plus 4, 16. $125.6. Hi, what up, Detarian? Is this a Void Cleave build? No, it's gonna be a Rive build using True Sight. So the way True Sight works is if you have a critical strike chance above 100%, you have a chance to deal deadly strikes, up to 40% chance. Deadly strikes count as critical strike as regular critical strikes, but have an additional 300% critical strike multiplier. And then it gives you, additional critical strike multiplier, blah, blah, blah. You get cooldown recovery. That's a lot of critical strike multiplier. And I'm trying to get Rive. I'm trying to get Rive up there to, essentially, we need 140%. Because you have to have 100% crit chance. Then anything after that can become a deadly strike up to 40%. So you need to have total 140% melee critical strike chance. Now, right now we have 84%, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to factor in the skills, because in Rive's tree you can get up to 4%. First and second strike base crit, and then you can get adrenaline here. The thing is, man, I mean, if we just had some base crit, what if we turned this, instead of the melee attack speed? I know this is gonna suck. Say I'm a melee crit, that you're thinking what I'm thinking. Okay. Void melee damage, melee critical strike chance. Okay, we're there. If we get a T5 melee critical strike chance, we're there. Yeah, with just a T5. So if that's the case, I know this is going to be kind of breaking my rule here, but I mean, if we could get something like this, I know this is a tough ask. This is this is pretty tough. Yeah, can we do area? Hey, what's up, Tilron? I think we'll be fine. We'll just leave 1 point. Okay. What if we just did this? Yeah, I know. Okay, okay. I feel like this is more of a reasonable ask. And we just make this crit chance. Okay. Oh. That's how we had so much extra health. I still think this is fine. I still feel like this is a fair setup. So 80% attack speed. It'll be slow, but I think this is fine. So what do you guys think? Do you think we got a winner here working on the prep? Oh, I'm trying to just, you know, put out some builds.
That's a lot of nuts!
What up, Reefer? Is this worth... Is this worth, like, trying to make True Sight work? Like, is all of this bending over backwards to make True Sight work worth a 40% chance of dealing 300% more, 300% critical strike multiplier? Yeah, this one's got potential. I'm gonna go ahead and if I go two-handed on the weapon, what does your defenses look like? Depends on what kind of armor you have on. I'm gonna I clicked off. I didn't save. All right, let's put it all back together again. If you go two-handed on the weapon, what does your defense look like? Not as good, but it's more fun. Oh, tragedy. All right. Well, we know what we want. It's just a matter of typing it all in again. I'm sorry I distracted you. Yeah, Tilron, how dare you? It's all good. I'm not entirely convinced you distracted me. What do we have here? We had armor. We had a tier 1 of these. True Sight. I'm trying to think real quick. Anchor. Anchor. Did bikes just die? Oh no. Yeah, kinda. Bike accidentally clicked off and forgot to save it. Oops. Melee Void. Hey, what up, Conlon? Do you know if I use Mantle of the Ox chest piece with Falconer, it still redirect the damage to my Falcon, so I take less damage? I don't know, but I mean, hypothetically, that should work. That should just be a permanent damage reduction for you. Hopefully that's the case, because I feel like that should be the case. We were using that one ring. Phantom Grip, there we go. Okay, movement speed, bam, we got that all back. Yeah, let's put these back on. This is gonna be annoying. Let's take that. Honestly, I'm gonna go movement speed instead of dot reduction. No, we should take dot reduction. We should take dot reduction. It's the best course. We're only relying on Eternal Gauntlets. Okay, dot and then crit. Bam, there we go. We're going to take stout, bam. We're going to want crit. Where'd the crit go? I must have scrolled right past it. Say, oh yeah. We're going to want cold. As for blessings, let's slam these in real quick. Now let's take the prefix. Let's take two-handed axe. critical strike multiplier, body armor. Okay, bam. Bam, we got that set up. I'm gonna take Vit. Let's take physical. Bam, there we go. Physical's taken care of. Let's take Vit. Void, and then do we need one for poison or anything like that? Thought we took Void. Oh. Sad, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Nothing over here. We need that. Area with area skills. I really want to take this. Okay, that gives me a 2% health leech. That's fine. There we go. There we go. That is the full level up. So what do we need? We need cold and fire. Let's just do void again. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so we're taking Rive, Healing Hands, Devouring Orb, Anomaly, and Void Cleave. Actually, we'll take that off. Set up. Bam, there we go. Probably want to do this one first, but oh well. What up, iFlip? How's it going? We got one extra point. Spend it there. Okay, so... $2 points should be fine, right? Gives us that. What's our melee attack speed's gonna be 80? How's the planning going? It's going all right. We had to recreate this guy because I accidentally clicked off. Accidentally clicked off the video, off the planner, and you know how good old LE Tools works. True Sight, Rive, VK, yeah. It was an accident. Okay, so here's the idea. We do a Rive Void Knight. We use Apathies. And we do melee void and melee critical strike chance that applies doom for us. I know we're going to get extra... Oh.
Every vote day starts...
No thanks. Okay, so in the skill tree, this node, Foe Cleaver, 100% effect of damage stats on a two-handed weapon. All right, an effective ailment chance on a two-handed weapon, 100%. So with Apathies, we're gonna apply Doom at 200%. And then the melee void and the melee void that we slam on there is going to be 100% more effective, right? And then with Shattered Chains, we're going to be ramping up a lot faster with... the Doom stacks. And then our current crit without anything... Actually, we don't even need this. We don't even need this. We can get more attack speed. I think we should do that. You know, it lasts a little bit longer. And then we still get the full effect of Mark of Rot. I just feel like we're going to be a little bit on the lighter side. But this was the most effective way to get base crit. A T5 melee critical strike chance. Now, what we could do... Honestly, what we could do... Do critical strike multiplier instead? Right? And then grab the maths with bike time. Yeah, maths. And then, so we can squeeze more damage out of the build with a critical strike multiplier. Honestly, hold up. Hear me out. Critical strike multiplier, right? So we dropped down to 97%. Sucks, right? But, all right, we take a point out of here. I mean, I know this is more damage, but rip. We could leave the melee attack speed. Honestly, we need as much as we can get. Bam, there we go. Bam. Okay, so what do we get? 4%, and we got 120. Okay, so hold up. Hear me out. Hear me out. All right, where's calculator? Okay. All right, so 50 plus 100 plus 100 plus 26.87 plus 2.99 plus 30 plus 50. 359.86. Let's just say 360. Okay, so 360. And then we got 5 plus 9.14 plus 2 plus 5 equals 21.4 plus 4. 25.14. All right. Let's just make it 25. So 25. So what we're going to do, 25 times 3.6, 90. Where am I going wrong? Where am I going wrong? It is really... Oh, I'm forgetting the 120. Okay, so 360 plus 120. 480. I feel like I'm missing something here too. Oh, I'm missing the 2%. Oh, I'm missing the 2%. So 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 9.14. I guess it's important. 25. No, I wasn't missing it. Times 4.8 equals 120. Oh, we're a little low. We are a little low there, chat. I was greedy for damage. All right. I was greedy for damage. So we're at 118. Alright, so let's... Pathfinder Knight. Hey, what's up, bro? $350 plus 26.87 plus... Think you're playing frogs? $579.86. Let's make it 580. All right, and then 5 plus 2 plus 9.14 plus 5 plus 4, 25.14. What was our number? It was 580, right? 5.8, 145. Okay, cool. So with this current setup, and taking into account this, I don't know. I feel like this might just be less damage overall. Just so we can get an extra 58% critical strike multiplier. I'm actually exhausted mentally from work. Yeah, you're telling me you've been going through a lot there. Not able to focus on my own build this season. Yeah, might as well just, you know, kind of, if you still want to play last Epoch, you know, just kind of lean back, kind of turn off your brain just a little bit and let somebody else, you know, kind of think of think of the stuff for you. That's absolutely fine, man. So we're going to have 552 critical strike multiplier plus if it's a deadly strike, 300%. Chat, is this item even good? I feel like I'm bending over backwards to make it work. Like I've spent like the past hour, maybe 45 minutes trying to make this work. I just don't know. Because let's look at some of our other options. Probably in the helm slot. I kind of like this with the new one-handed mace. Okay. The Butcher's Crown. You have Frenzy. Boom. You do not regenerate mana. Okay. Alright, 6 to 12% of current health lost per second. This is not affected by increases and reductions to health drain. That sucks. 12 health and 1 mana gained on hit. I feel like this might be a good ranged setup. But just like, look at these damage increases, man. This is kind of insane. Blossom Ammy. That build just needs Blossom. Oh, for the defense? Yeah. Blossom of Immortal Stone. For a Rive build. Item 6. I mean, Blossom of the Immortal Stone. You don't need 3 resists. Yeah, but the point of this build is not to... The point of this build is to... Essentially, I'm trying to make True Sight Glass work on a Sentinel. And I think just this, it's hard on set. I got it though. I got it. All right. 2 LP Apathy's Maw is doable. All right. It's doable. With this current setup, I got it. I know it says 118. It's not taking into account this and this. So I got it to get the 140%. But is it worth it? Is 300% critical strike multiplier worth it? When, like what you're saying, bro, I could take something like Blossom of Immortal Stone, slap critical strike multiplier onto here. Take something like Anchor of Oblivion, slap critical strike multiplier onto here. Take something like Apathy's Maw. Instead of having to bend over backwards to get this critical strike chance, slap critical strike multiplier. All right. Slap a T5 critical strike multiplier on there. Because I don't need this much crit. These 2 rings would be enough. If you get tons of crit for free, right? And I'm not getting tons of crit for free. All right, so here's my other. Let me save this. It's not that good. So this one. So with this build, this is an Erasing Strike build. you get a lot of critical strike multiplier from World Splitter, depending on how much mana Erasing Strike costs. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think EHG is overestimating, like, how valuable... Yeah, I feel like EHG's overestimating how valuable 300% critical strike multiplier is. Because, I mean, I know it's not apathies, and I want to use apathies, but you could use something like a Black Blade. You know, it's an Odachi. What do you get on an Odachi for essentially free? Now, we have a lot less base damage, but you do get a lot of melee critical strike multiplier. That's why I was thinking apathies, because if we can already get this much, I might as well try and get as much melee damage out of it. Dude, imagine if you had the... Imagine having double T7, bro. Dude, just imagine having double T7. Oh. And you're just going around using the guaranteed... Well, it's not guaranteed, but using the focus strike. I mean, I guess we could use the double crit chance. Okay. Okay, well, what if we use the double crit chance node on Rive? Right? And we got Anomaly, and then we got the two rings. Assuming we got 100% critical strike avoidance, hold on. It's about the skills crit chance, not yours. With Rive? Rive's third strike has double crit chance. It doesn't say skill or any other modifier. It just says it attacks with double crit chance. But that doesn't even matter. I think I'm overlooking one thing. Critical strike chance above 100. With True Glass? So, bro, you're saying this has to be universal critical strike chance, not factoring in skill critical strike chance? No, I'm saying the opposite. Do I see Warpath changing at all? Not much. If you were doing like the infinite spin to win, it's going to slow down a little bit with the change to Void Well, but the damage of Warpath itself is not changing. It's about the skill. Then this is okay. Then yeah, double crit chance for Focus Strike. Here we go. You can even take some. Like, I'm overlooking one thing too. Look at the critical strike avoidance. If you get 100% on this. You get 100% on this, BZ. You guys thinking what I'm thinking? Peak of the mountain, baby. Okay. So we could do something like this with Peak of the Mountain. Now our armor would be absolute. Oh, armor's not too bad though. Armor's not too bad. Okay. Just says crit chance. Crit chance above 100. Right, we're right. So it's got to be factoring in skill crit chance as well. Right? And this is going to have double crit chance. Actually, yeah. We would want the double crit chance node. We would want the double crit chance node. Yeah, like you're trying to get your universal crit chance. I can do it though. I can get there. It's just the thing is I'm going to have to take critical strike chance everywhere. Okay, so let's do some math. Well, okay, if it's a double critical strike chance, we're already at 200%. We probably don't need this much. Hold up. Hey, what up, Jesse? Okay, so what if we did 100, 100? Okay, with this setup, we're at 90% critical strike chance. Okay, so the critical strike multiplier on here would be a lofty goal. Right, this would be a lofty goal, but it would apply Doom for us. We could use Sulerons. Peak gives us a lot. We don't get to leech health from critical strikes, but we're using Healing Hands. All right, so we're using Healing Hands for some healing. And then we're also, we're going to leech off our other non-critical strike hits. Particularly on Rive. Our main leech is going to be from the first and second hits. Honestly, I think this might be a bit of a winner, and we still get a lot of damage. Then if we do get a hit with True Sight, I mean that's over 1,000% critical strike multiplier. Now, obviously, I have max selected, but if it becomes a deadly strike and adds 300%, now that obviously that's if you get this double T7 critical strike. In fact, let's take that off. Let's make this a more feasible goal. Okay, so or you can even just say, hey, diminishing returns. What's going to be better? Melee attack speed? I mean, honestly, I would probably go with something like this. I know we're kissing off like 80% critical strike multiplier, but at this point, we're going to be trying to crit as much as we can. Okay, well, we could also go for that. We could take the brutality. I mean, is this feasible? Let me save it. I think this is feasible, chat. All right, let me see what you guys are up to. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Welcome on in. Honestly, I like it better than Rive Knight over here, than a Racing Strike guy, boy over here. This really does hinge on whether or not we get critical strike avoidance on true. If we get 100% on true sight. Well, one thing we could do, though, if I'm not mistaken, you can get critical strike avoidance on your idols now, right? Maybe it's an enchanted blessing. No. I thought I saw that. Maybe it's these ones. Oh, here it is. Critical strike avoidance 4%. You can get up to 4%. That's a lot to try and make up for it. I like this. I like this. I think this has potential with this setup. Of course, it's a little contingent on the critical strike avoidance. One thing we could do, like, how are we doing on resistances? Okay, hold up. One thing we could do, if we needed to, slap one of these guys down. And then just figure out the resistances or leave them. I mean, I guess that's a possibility. Just leave it. And then we're capped. We're capped on critical strike avoidance. Save, yeah. Okay, cool. Cool, yeah, I like this setup. This is a lot. This is going to be a lot of damage. Alright, save. Alright, that is 2 Void Knight builds with True Sight. Does anyone know if I turn Flay into a spell, would it keep its dex tag? Well, I don't know anything about Flay in particular. So maybe I'm not the best person to ask, but I don't know why it would lose its dex tag. Like, I know, well, I was going to say, I know a Racing Strike, if you do it as a spell, it scales differently with vitality and strength. Okay. I'm pretty sure even if you do like something with Void Cleave and you turn it into a spell with Ravager, I think it just, because it wouldn't do anything anymore dex wise. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm the right person to ask. Respectfully. Oops. I was like, oh no, my build! Okay. I can low-key test this right now. Hold up. I can low-key test this. So, where's Bruce? Hey, how's it going, Bruce? Okay, so here's Bruce's gear. Bruce is actually kind of stacked, considering the fact that he is a solo character found character. And I did this in cycle 1.1 when I couldn't guarantee slam anything. Okay. Cool. Well, this is Bruce. Bruce is no longer... Well, is there anything that I want out of here? Bruce, like, all of this will literally go into the ether. Okay, let's take the one red ring I found as a solo character found character. Is there anything else? I really don't think there's anything else. I think we're about to just say goodbye to all this stash space. I mean, I could take that. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm probably deleting Bruce anyway. Goodbye. Abandon the challenge. So he's no longer going to be solo character found. He's now solo account found. That's hilarious. Adios, Bruce. Well, he hasn't been deleted yet. Bruce, no! Okay. Okay, yo, so Bruce... Bruce is also gonna abandon the solo challenge. I mean, I do have some good stuff in solo account found. All right. Like, I do have some good stuff, but all the better gear is in just regular legacy. Okay, so Bruce, it was a pleasure knowing you. Hopefully you have a good life somewhere in the afterlife. I guess we can break it down. Gotta get those shards. Alright, Bruce, see you later. I just wanted that gear. I wanted that gear off of Bruce. Alright, goodbye, Bruce. I need space for season 3. So, let's go over to Ithadel. What the hell is up with Ithadel? Why did I take off Ithadel's? Okay. Oh, I know what happened. Cool. Critical strike avoidance. Alright, we're gonna take that. I think that's fine. Let's put that in there. Let's Titan Heart with Rive, perhaps. What do we got here? Titan Heart with Rive. Actually, it's probably faster to look up Titan Heart. Titan Heart with Rive. There we go. We'll keep that. Crit. Probably also don't need this. Critical Strike. Let's look under accessories. Oh God, like a heathen! I just combined everything. Oh. Yo, Manon, thank you for subscribing. Like a heathen, I didn't even bother to... Oh, gosh. Okay, how about ivory? Ivory rings. I guess this is not too bad. Okay, let's go Anchor of Oblivion. Oh, I got a 2 LP. Beautiful. I mean, this is tasty right here, though. Tab is full. Wait, do I not have? Oh my gosh. Cool. Critical Strike multi. Do I? Oh my gosh. I am so disappointed in myself right now. Okay, cool. Critical Strike multiplier. Do we have a Nihilus? Do we have Nihilus with LP? Okay, we got one. %7 to all. All right, that sounds good. What about this? No, we're sticking with that one. Okay, cool. I guess we could slap that in there. Yeah, we're not doing Void Cleaver Race. We can leave that. We want ride, baby. Let's just also go and do this. Let's also check the loot filter. Blackblade Rive Season 2. Okay. Respec all. Let's just have some fun. Oh, yeah. Let's just have some fun. We don't want anything from here. We want this. Perfect. Beautiful. So we can practice what we planned right now. Oh, no. Old bikey boy got carried away. Boom, headshot. Okay, cool. So we got Rive. We want Devouring Orb. We want Healing Hands. And we want... Okay, cool. Oh. Can't be helped. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's turn this over into Rive. Oh, right. We want this. then that will be unspec. Now, I don't think this is going to be best in slot right there, but okay, let's just slap that on there for now. That helps. We need a rain with critical strike chance. Need a rain with critical strike chance. I don't think I have a rain with critical strike chance. I mean, I do have this one, but I'm talking T7, baby. I'm talking the good stuff. I'm talking fat dips. Oh, here we go. No forging potential, but okay, cool. So, yeah, that actually works out just fine. Okay, so what do I need now? I need physical, cold. What is this? Necrotic, get rid of it. What is this? Void, get rid of it. Cold. Poison, I need. Necrotic, I need. Okay, so we just need physical and cold. So cold res. Oh, man. Why did I make my idol? Okay, there we go. Cold res, fire. Wait, that's a low roll. 8%? We could do better than that, right? There we go. Okay, that's close enough. What about physical? Fire and cold? Yep. No. At the very least, I should be at least using that one. Do I not need necrotic? Oh. Didn't need necrotic. Okay, fire and cold. Here we go, baby. Do I at least have a 5%er? Okay. Okay, cool. Do I not have a key tab? Oh wait, what am I doing? Transfer. Oh yeah. I don't have portal charms. This is legacy, baby. Oh, I'm screwed. Oh well. I'm really screwed. Well, I guess I don't really need Nihilus. I could just use his bone amulet. It'll be fine. Better? Oh. Better. Better. Okay, that's better. Lightning res. No thanks. Chance to ignite. Well, we're stuck with it. Okay, cool. Respec blessings. Chance to apply frailty. Don't need it. We can go with armor. We'll stick with armor. Lightning. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, let's... All right, thank you for being patient. That's sexy right there. Okay. I think there's concept here, chat. Okay, yeah, like I think there's potential here. Bam. Oh, we have 2 more points. Bam, there you go. Okay. Yo, Cartucho, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think there's potential here. Oh wait, no, we're gonna have an issue. Oh no, good. I didn't change it. Okay. Okay, so can only be positive. Cool. All right, well, let's go do what might potentially be the very last slams with bike of season 2. And I'm doing it in Legacy. Oh, I got a good one here for you guys. Sorry, we're going to have to actually fight through this. But I got this 2LP Anchor of Oblivion for you guys. These are not easy to find. Sorry, I don't have any portal charms. This is Legacy. I haven't played Legacy since season 2 started, so. Well, that was a delayed reaction, but yeah, thanks for getting us started on the bit goal, Tilron. Dude, erased. All right. Let's get this ready. Let's find a good one. 2 LP. What else would we want? Health. Health. That's always the just try and make it good. Mana, okay. Endurance, literally useless. Elemental resistance. Physical damage, again, useless. 49% ain't bad. Okay, cool. What about this one? Don't do that. Seal, no. Seal, yay. Chaos. Boo, okay. Relic. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any good relics. Yeah, let's do critical strike multi. Nope. I have this one. This is my last shot. My last shot. Okay, please remove the frailty. Thank you. Health. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's chaos this. Chaos this. Chaos this. Okay, chaos. Become void. Caspi, no. I mean, at this point, I say we do the YOLO. Not going to keep you guys waiting. All right, guys, this is it. We are closing out season 2 of Slams with Bike with this slam right here. This is a very special slam. All right, so let me take a drink real quick. Hope you guys are ready for this. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have a very special slam for you. This is the last Slams with Bike for season 2. And I'm on Void Knight and I'm in Legacy, working on some Theorycrafted builds, wanted to test some stuff out. I have a 2 LP Anchor of Oblivion I guess I was stashing for later. We want critical strike multiplier and health. Crit's what I mostly need, but health would be good too. So let's see what we get. Man, can't believe it's almost here. Season 3 is almost upon us, guys. All right, did we get critical strike multiplier and health? No, it's not a dud, but no. This has been season 2 of Slams with Bike. We go out with a Thanks, everybody. See you in season 3. This is the way. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Yep. Last Slams with Bike for season 2. All right, let's slap that puppy in there. You the man. Appreciate it, Jesse. Yeah, it's not a failure. I needed the critical strike multiplier. All right. So I was just trying to get some health to go with it. All right. So what do we have right now for stats? Okay, right now we're at 61% crit. So we got crit, and we got 267% crit. We don't have crit here. What about anomaly? We do have crit on anomaly. I don't think we need this crit here, though. I don't think we need that. I'm trying to think. Is there any other sources? I took crit. Yeah. 5% base crit. All right, let's go do some. What's my highest corruption on this character? Is that 850? Okay, well let's go do some 550. All right, let's see if this build is survivable at 550. Yeah, let's start with the boss. Okay, everything's dead. Okay, so just imagine. Hey, which build did you try so far? Hey, what up, Vincent? So right now, I'll show it to you. We theory crafted a Rive build, and we're gonna be trying to use True Sight Glass with it. True Sight Glass is one of the primordial uniques. So it'll take this slot right here. It'll take the slot of Eviscerating Bone Amulet of Insulation. Yeah. So what we're going with here, I could show you the planner. So what we're going with here, obviously everything is, pretty nice. So currently with this build has 90% melee and spell critical strike chance. But with Rive, with the every 3 strikes we deal double. Now, one thing I'm thinking, okay, what if we gave up a little bit more critical strike multiplier and took another crit? Or I guess we could take crit in the tree. Okay, what if we did this and we take the extra 120? That would give Devouring Orb a chance to get some of the deadly strikes as well, since we're at 90% crit as well. Because as far as I'm aware of, there's no crit chance increase for Devouring Orb. So crit chance, crit chance, crit chance. Now the only thing we're going to be leeching health off of is Rive first and second hit, and we'll be healing with Healing Hands. Yeah, I think this has a possibility of working. Okay. Oh, right. Let's grab Sularon. Do I have a pair of... Oh, well, I have this. This will... Wait, do I actually have, like... I don't have any decent pair of Solaron. I guess this is it. Oh, well. I guess this is my only source of Solaron. I'm going to be so slow. Oh, barf. Okay. There we go. We are capped. You could give up apathy for primal cadence and drop some crit. What's primal cadence? Is that like... Is that the spear? Here, I'll have to look it up again real quick. Make sure I don't sound like an idiot. Okay. The two-handed axe. You said it's a new non-primal? I guess... No, I think, well, okay. According to this, it is a primordial unique. Thank you for the hearts over on YouTube, guys. Yeah, it looks like Primal Cadence is a primordial. Yo, Vincent, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, what's it gonna take to get 2 LP? Honestly, 2 LP looks like it's very doable. Okay, so get a 2 LP version of this. Tilron, thanks for taking care of Vincent. Get a 2 LP version of this. slam it. Yeah, slam it with some melee void. And then stack strength. Oh, you were in ad jail? Are you out of ad jail, Vincent? Can you hear the sound of my voice? Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, so unfortunately, it looks like this is a primordial as well. So I'm thinking if I use this instead of... I mean, I could use this instead of the other one. Instead of the amulet. Welcome to Slams with Bike without ads. Well, you get ads if I'm on the planner site. Yeah. You guys got, Dry Eye. You check out that. Okay. So we could use Primal Cadence. I personally just want to use True Sight. I want to see if those deadly strikes are worth it. I want to see if the deadly strikes are worth the hassle. And so I was thinking something like Apathies, because you can slam it with Melee Void. Oh, no worries. You could slam it with Melee Void, and then with Rive, you get 100% increase of damage stats. So both of those right there become, you double that. And then on top of it, we gain additional void damage per vitality with the axe. So right now we're sitting on 66 void damage with, obviously, admittedly, this rather nice setup. But with this setup, that's an additional 66 flat void damage with Apathies. So we have a couple options here, though. We could substitute the increased attack speed and make this really simple and do flat. Right? We could just do flat crit. Melee crit. Obviously, we're way overcapped if we do that, though, right? We don't need this. We can use something like a Decayed Skull. Let's just use that as a placeholder. All right, we're way overcapped if we want to do that. If we get that on there, I guess there's nothing wrong. I guess we could go with this, but here's the issue. We're not going to be able to leech. Well, Apathies also gives us the ability to apply Doom. So we can use something like a Shattered Chains, and we don't have to use a Siphon of Anguish. We just immediately apply Doom. Because we have a 100% chance. Actually, we have a 200% chance because of Rive. 200% chance to apply Doom. So we instantly get all 4 stacks. Well, 2 hits, but feels like instantly. And then we're doing that 5% more melee damage per stack of Doom. So we're incredibly overcapped with this. I want to find... Yeah, so let's just save that for now. 97%, that's not too bad. Including other bonuses, that's not too bad. We could give up some critical strike multiplier. Yeah, we could give up some critical strike multiplier for a little bit more crit chance. Get us over the edge. Okay. I'm not going to save that. I think I'm going to stick with what I got here. believe me, bro. We've been sitting here like I fired up this character like what 20 minutes ago. Up until that point, we started the stream around 6 p.m. Pacific. We've just been theory crafting. So for about 2 hours and 10 minutes, we've been theory crafting on builds. So don't worry about that. About not thinking about that. I've been just sitting here focused on what can we do here, what can we do there. I think my biggest hang up now is the potential crits we're losing from the devouring orbs. Okay, let's test apathies. Here, we could just use this one. Let's test apathies without. Yeah, new season's nice. Okay, so this is one without melee attack speed. Yeah, this doesn't feel as good. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, this doesn't feel as good. Yeah, let's go back to this. Didn't read up what's exciting about the new season. Hey, what's good, Simpurge? I think the biggest thing everybody's excited about is these new items coming to the game called Primordial Uniques. I've been calling them Primes. Right? You can only have one per build, but they're going to be adding this whole new seasonal mechanic. I think it's going to be part of the game. I think they're still adding to the core game, but you're going to be able to get items like this. This one is called True Sight Glass. Critical strike chance above 100. it gives you a chance to deal deadly strikes. You have a cap of 40%, so 140% critical strike chance. Base is what you're going to need, but if you land a deadly strike, you deal an additional 300% critical strike multiplier. So I've been trying to put together a Rive build, since you can get, not guaranteed, but you can get like double crit chance with the third strikes of Rive. That's a possibility. Let me go over here to the full list. Now, that item is kind of okay. It feels like a lot of work to make it function, but there's stuff like Blossom of Immortal Stone. You convert Void, Necrotic, and Poison all to physical, so the benefit of converting something over to physical damage is now your armor's going to be reducing more of that damage. So this is a pretty good damage mitigation. That is, unless of course it is dot damage, but oh well. So this is a pretty good all around defensive amulet. You got stuff like this. This is going to be my season starter build. This Carry On a Creation on a pair of gloves. It's a pair of gloves. I'm doing bleed hammers for my season starter. So you convert Ignite, Frostbite, Shock, Time Rot, Damned, and Poison all over to bleed. And you also gain a huge amount of bleed. The build I put together, just on the sheet, we had like 1,000% bleed chance with this thing. Do you have to buy this game? Hey, what up, Silent? Yes, you do have to buy this game. I believe, hold up, it might be on sale right now. Yo, Sin Purge, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Let's... looks like it is not on sale, unfortunately. My bad. Yeah, it's $35 if you're interested in picking this game up. Thank you for the info. Absolutely, Sin Purge. If you're interested in buying this game, you can check out my Nexus store. I get a kickback of everything purchased off of there for last Epoch. Okay, so Architects, Blossom, Blue Feather. All right. Yeah, I think these are all going to be pretty good items. I might be alone in trying to make True Sight work. It just, that's not bad. Got internet because your character, got interest because your character looks cool. Oh, thank you. Like right here. Yeah, I will admit this character is wearing a cosmetic. So here's what the character normally would look like. I don't know if this changes your opinion. But yeah, this is what the character looks like without the cosmetics on. The game does have microtransactions. Everything is cosmetic though. There's no pay for power, no stash tabs. Still cool, yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing they sell is just cosmetics. All these if you've ever played PoE, all these stash tabs I purchase in game with in-game gold currency. I guess I could clear out these key tabs. They this season they created a little pocket for storing your stuff. So put that back on. Put on some fire footprints. What about this? Let's do Flame Walker. Yeah, there we go. All right. One for the road. Wish Carry On could pass more than 20 stacks. Oh, you mean for when the enemies explode? I kind of have to agree with you on that. It does feel kind of like you give this insane amount of bleed chance and you're like, oh, if you kill an enemy with bleed stacks, it explodes for damage and you do a max of 20 stacks of damage they had on them. Like, Yeah, I think this is a good setup, especially if you can get attack speed. Peace Bite catch you out. Catch you later, Jesse. I guess what we could do as well is we could test it with something like Blackblade Rive or Blackblade of Chaos. Yeah, this feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This feels pretty good. I like this. Yeah, let's try the boss again. Okay, question. Do I have T7 melee? No, I did. Okay, melee attack speed. We have gloves for that. I could see Falcon Fist being pretty nuts. Like, if you can't get... Oh, well, no. You're probably not going to want to use Falcon Fist. You're probably going to want to use Eternal Gauntlets. I got 3 LP Falcon Fist? Holy, what was I doing? Okay. Oh, no. I forgot. Endurance threshold got removed as a node on gloves. All right, YOLO. Can I, So I can't even interact with this. I can't even chaos it. My only shot is a rune of removal. Well, I guess we're not doing that. Okay, cool. I guess this is what I get for using an old character. Well, I guess that's fine. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Can you seal? No. Okay, let's throw this on. So what do we got? We got 20% melee attack speed. Let's try this. Okay, this does help. Having 20% melee attack speed actually does help. Hold up. Uberoth gloves are probably best in slot. Yes. Yes, Uberoth is probably best in the Uberoth gloves are probably best in slot. I didn't use any of the Uberoth items because I feel like those are pretty lofty. I guess I could do an absolute Boehner best in slot, check this out type thing. Yeah, Shattered Worlds is probably best in slot for a build like this, especially Shattered Worlds, because it has base crit on it. But also, Immortal Vice is most likely best in slot for this build as well. Okay, so that entire run was just going off the melee attack speed we get from arcane bracers. Right? I thought that was very nice. That was a very good run. Yeah, that's all we had was just what we got off of arcane bracers. So yeah, I could definitely see a world where like Falcon Fists are like a good alternative. All right, I could see that where they're a good alternative. I could also see. I feel like Eternal Gauntlets are going to be best in slot, especially when you're going to be trying to push. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get out. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys rock. Okay. If you're over here on Yeah, if you're over here on Twitch, we're going to go ahead and raid friend of the channel, Control Dad. I'm going to go ahead. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for tonight, everybody. I'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit different. I'm probably going to go live a little bit earlier, and we're just going to focus on theory crafting because at 7:30, I have a fantasy football draft. I couldn't push it back any further. So I'll probably end up talking with you guys and drafting my fantasy football team live on stream. But I still want to be live so I can talk with you guys about, all things Last Epoch. That's not going to end poorly, is it? Anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. Season 3 is right around the corner. Had a lot of fun with this one. I'm going to try and get a video out on this one probably by Wednesday, right before the season starts. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. If you're over here on Twitch, say hi to Control Alt Dad. All right, YouTube, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for the likes. Really appreciate it. You guys take care. Peace out.